Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lived in Canada when they quit the royal family in 2020. Trending related articles. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be heading to Whistler in Canada later this month to mark exactly 1 year until Invictus Games 2025 kicks off. The competition in Canada will be the first winter tournament for Invictus, which was founded by Prince Harry nearly 10 years ago as a sporting contest for sick and injured military personnel. Canada holds a special place in the couple's hearts as it was where they first lived together when they left the royal family and the UK, before they moved to Montecito. ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp confirmed the news on his X page, writing, "Harry and Meghan are heading back to Canada, the country they first lived in when they left the UK. They are heading to Whistler later in February to mark 1 year to go until the Invictus Games 25, the first winter tournament for Harry's Invictus Games." The last Invictus Games was held in September 2022 in Dusseldorf, Germany, which was a huge success for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as they were pictured watching the events and greeting the crowds. Harry and Meghan were not joined by their children Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, who remained at home in California out of the spotlight. While in Germany, the couple attended a reception hosted by the Canadian delegation to promote the Invictus Games next year, which will feature winter sports for the first time. The Invictus Games were last held in Canada in 2017. In the country's biggest city, Toronto, where Meghan used to live when she was filming Suits. The sporting tournament was one of the first places she and Harry were pictured out and about in public as a couple, with them becoming engaged later that year. During their time temporarily living in Canada, the young family stayed on Vancouver Island at a £14 million home in North Saanich, British Columbia. The Canadian and British Columbian governments have pledged to spend nearly £20 million to stage the Games in February 2025. While the local Indigenous community are being consulted over the planning. The Duke of Sussex stated on the Invictus website, "The Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 will offer a global platform to expand the range and profile of winter adaptive sports. With deep respect, I'm also pleased to share that the Games in Canada will be held in partnership with the First Nations, in the spirit of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous communities."